Nobody knows I'm on. Haven't been on in a while. Okay. There's someone here. Hello. Hey, Bill, how you doing? Mark? East Coast? How's it on the East Coast? Just after 12? Donald? FKA. I don't know what Dwayne Gibbs. I don't know what FKA is. Southwest Florida? Not sure. Oh, got you. Southwest Florida. That's the good part of Florida. That's the hot part. Well, it's all hot, I guess. But to me, that's the west part of Florida would be closest to where the Bermuda Triangle is, and well, is it? Or is it south? For some reason, I thought it was to the west of the Florida. Anyway. After one in Ohio. Wow, it's a trip. We're all talking in the same planet from different time zones. I mean, that's a lot. That's 100 years ago, this people would think we're crazy if we talked about this kind of technology being in existence. 100 years ago. That's not a long time ago, folks. That's not a long time ago. Oh, you're on the Gulf Coast. Oh, that's the west. I was thinking the east. I'm sorry. The west is the Gulf Coast. The east is the Bermuda Triangle side. My apologies. I did not know. I would love to go out to the Bermuda Triangle. That sounds like just an absolute blast to do any kind of researching out there. Well, I'm just a little sensitive, Dwayne, about my knowing where places are on the globe kind of thing. And when I get them backwards like that, it's because I got crossed up upstairs. In the Panhandle. He's on the Gulf Coast side of Florida, Mark. Dwayne is. So, how was everyone's Thanksgiving? Pleasant? Mine was very quiet. I went to Las Vegas to do some night shots and got interrupted by the place I was going to, so I didn't get any of the shots I was looking for. However, I did some night shots, some night video, which turned out really well in the city. I had night vision on with a bunch of neon lights and whatnot. So get this, and I understand the reason why photography is not allowed, but check this out. You let me know what you think. This little bugger here is the night vision camera. It's much like a GoPro. This was mounted to my gimbal. That's what this little thing is, so I can mount it to my gimbal. It's on a pivot point. So really the camera is just this bit at the top. Now, I have to use this because the gimbal needs more weight. This is too light and too small to be on that gimbal, so I added some weight and some height to it to make it work. Now, this is a 720p camera. It's a night vision camera, but it's really meant for, well, it could be used as a a night vision for your scope on a gun. It's meant to be mounted to an actual gun. So there's the camera I had, and this was communicating to my cell phone, in which I can start and stop the recording. So I was going to be recording at 720p on this amazing little camera. However, the camera I'm using right now, this cell phone, my Galaxy Note 8, was the cell phone being used to control this camera at 720p. Now, the cell phone is it's a 4K camera. It's way better. My cell phone's way better resolution than this Psionics night vision camera. But I wanted the effect of that low res, not low res, but the 720p with the night vision glow that this provides, and the artificial coloring it provides. So I get to the Las Vegas Sign Museum. It's the museum that has all the neon signs up and about. They would not let me in with this camera. They said, you can put this in your car, and you can certainly bring your cell phone though. And I asked them, what's the logic in that? And he said, well, we can't allow those professional cameras in here. I'm like, well, this is a 720p camera. My cell phone is a very nice cell phone. It actually shoots in 4K. You want me to bring a better camera into your facility? And they said, we'll let your cell phone in, but we can't let that camera in. So I'm talking to this manager, so-called manager, who doesn't know a thing about managing people coming in and out of their facility with equipment. He doesn't have any camera knowledge at all. So at this point it was like talking to a wall. He was just a manager that knew no cameras were allowed, only cell phones. Even though the camera I was bringing in was a lower resolution camera than the camera he said I could bring in. It made no freaking sense. And I started getting upset. So yeah, it's very hit or miss with that place. I think they wanted a lot of money for me to bring this lower resolution camera in versus my cell phone. So a lot of money was spent getting to that location, and I got nothing to show for it. This is why I left corporate America. You get managers in a position that they feel entitled to, and they don't have to learn anymore, and they're just there to say yes or no to people coming in or out. Not really a manager, that's more of a policeman. And it bothers me when people are like that. They don't listen and or bother to investigate more. They just know, well, if I let this camera in, I'm like fired, so therefore you can't come in. That kind of mentality in management is the reason why companies suck. And at that point, I just said, that's enough. I walked away. So that is the world we live in. Exactly, Eric. Exactly. You plug this back in. I have an assignment tonight with Jenny Gibbs, believe it or not. She's invited me along to do some work for her, actually. I'm going to be helping her out with some night vision photography. Timo, how you doing? Honey bunny for you, how you doing? That's the Peter principle. What do you mean by that, honey bunny? That's the Peter principle. What is? I've never heard that before. Should I Google that? Have you heard of the 60-40 rule? Or is it the 20-80 rule? 20-80 rule. 80% of your problems are going to come from 20% of your issues. 80% of your overhead is going to come from 20% of the assholes on the planet. Well, nowhere on their website that I could see said no cameras allowed. And Cindy, NPA, and the tickets are not cheap, and they wouldn't refund the ticket price either. I didn't even go in, so I got really, I get really fucked. But I got some great lobby shots of the hotel I was in. I was at the Grand Hotel in downtown Las Vegas. It's a beautiful hotel. I took a lot of photos there. Man, there's a lot of things I have to catch you guys up on, and one of them is my Facebook page. I might be stopping Facebook. Well, I tried, Cindy. I tried to talk sense with the people and like, okay, so you're saying I can't bring this piece of shit camera in, but I can bring this really nice camera in. They didn't comprehend what I was saying. They just knew that that camera can't come inside here because we don't know what we're doing. Good evening, JC Vid. Oh, Melissa K says up above here. Hi, Larry. Yeah, Melissa, what can you do, right? You can only hope that sometime in the future they'll understand that people want to just advertise on YouTube this great place that you can't go into to see things that they're there to see things for. I guess they figure people will see an amazing video and they would not want to go there because they don't want to see it themselves. That's, that's a bunch of hogwash. I say let the cameras in and let the excitement happen, you know? It's turning more into I have to stop Facebook. I'm getting people taking my images and using them for different things. So I put a stop to it yesterday, but then I was asked to put copyright stuff on all my artwork, and putting a copyright on my artwork is not necessarily something I want to be doing. Um, it's it's not part of the photograph. So if I could put a copyright on the back of the image, that would be great, but you can't do that here. Randy Russell, how you doing today? And Mark, to touch on what you just said, we all know that matter how good a video is. It's nowhere close to being there, right? I'm I'm with you, Mark. Um, and it's not the camera. It's the photographer that would get the shot that they don't want. It's not the camera. It's not the equipment. It's the cameraman. It's the person with the camera. I shouldn't say cameraman. It's the camera person. So yeah. Oh, Peter Principle. Understood. Well, when a person gets to that level, Honey Bunny, shouldn't they re-up their knowledge? Not re-up, but extend it even further. You know what I mean? This interaction really threw me for a spin, if you can imagine. I walked away from it very upset. I went back to the car. I tried putting my cell phone onto the gimbal, which it wouldn't work. Um, I just got fed up, and it ruined my night and my whole experience there. So that's why I'm sharing it with the world now. And if you guys wish to share with other people this horrible experience I had at this stupid so-called museum that you're not allowed to remember anything from. Some cell phones take better pictures than a camcorder. They're really upside down with this rule. It's like someone running this place thinks they have a key to something and they don't. They're missing opportunities for free advertising to get people to come see this place. Anyway, they do pay the bills and they also take part of your life, Mark. Just remember that. You are nothing to them once you are a certain age. Just roll the punches. Yeah, I did. I walked away. I walked away. Journeys were truly. I was listening to PBS this morning about uh, Tony Shea, from Zappos, who passed away. They were talking about, how he interacted with people, stuff like that, and also how he ran his company. Everybody in the company. It doesn't matter if you were the CEO, Tony, or a person emptying the trash. You had to man the phones, incoming phones from customers, and that's a manager. That's a person who manages his team, improves the team, and improves the product coming out. So yeah, he died in his 40s. I think he was 47. I think he was in his 40s. What had happened is he died back east somewhere in his home. He was barricaded in a room, and the house was set on fire. I think he may have. Yeah. In the night that I was going down to do this night photography, I pointed the night vision camera out my hotel room, and I took a picture to get a sense of how this camera is going to be behaving in brighter light like the city, because I'd never used it there. So I took a still shot from this camera right about 7:30. Can't see it from this camera. I just pressed it against the window, took a shot, and I was looking at the photo going, this is going to be neat. This is going to be fun. The photo was taken from my room looking down at Zappos at 7:30, right around when he died. I don't know if that was coincidence or what, but as I was looking down at that building, I noticed it looked abandoned, and I was thinking to myself, man, I should break into that place and do some video work with my night vision camera. No one would know I was in there. Little did I know that was the Zappos building. I found out that it was the Zappos building on my way back from the light, the Neon Museum in Las Vegas. It was just down the street. And then the next morning, I found out the bad news. He had died that night. It was really kind of eerie for me. Yeah. Zappos is a website that you can go to order things like shoes, women's shoes. I had a girl I was seeing one time. She will remain unnamed, but I used to send her shoes once in a while from Zappos. Yeah. Eric Timmer, how you doing? Yeah, I quickly found a fast way to a woman's heart is buy her some really nice shoes. They all of a sudden pay attention to you. I'm doing good, Eric. Stay away from those kinds of websites. What do you mean? What do you mean, Daniel? Mm-hmm. Although this lady, she looked really good in nice shoes. Let's put it that way. NM Personal Training. I'm watching from the UK. Welcome from the UK. It is morning time here, so I guess it's after sunset out there. I'm guessing in the UK. I'll take blue jeans. Honey bunny, you're funny. She would often wear blue jeans really tight blue jeans with nice heels. So yeah, she was one of those girls. Yeah. Early evening out there. Nice. You must be a personal trainer. What's the NM stand for in your channel name? Is that your channel, by the way? John, thank you for your email. And I did follow up on that. Thank you very much, John. I do appreciate that. There's not a lot I can do about how people feel and say things online. It's whatever they want to do. But I did address it. That's all I can do. I had another a person contact me, a very good, I want to say friend. I've never met the person. I don't know what the person looks like. I never talked to them on the phone, but we're friends. They sent me a 3-axis gimbal for my DSLR camera. They sent me an interesting email about. I noticed you have a lot of girls. You follow a lot of girls, or you have a lot of friends that are girls on Facebook. Well, I guess I don't really keep track of that. People who want to befriend me, I just say okay or approve or something like that. I don't actually go in and look at their profile a lot unless I think I might know the person. But and if she does, John, that's good for her. But I know what happened. And by the way, if you guys don't know what we're talking about, there was an incident a few months ago where a person named Girl in the Curl was kind of taken over the chats with a bunch of nonsense, and I kind of put an end to it. But now she's out saying that I blocked her from the channel because she wasn't answering personal questions. Heck, she was the one providing all the information to ask questions about, like giving out exactly where she lived and stuff like that. I don't know. It's kind of like, what kind of person does this? Oh, well, Eric, yeah, we blocked her a long time ago when she was basically taking over the chat, like just nothing but girl on curl talking. So I kind of stopped it. Timo, you like the photos? Great, great. It took a while to do that. It took 3 total photo shoots to get that one calendar out. The first 2 years we did it. I think we did all the photographs in one shoot. She's getting a lot more picky about what she's presenting out there. Some people do personal training and personal training. It, what can you do? I try to let it go, but some words hurt. Rita Joe, she's on Wonder Hussy's channel, leaving comments on her video of the calendar, the 2021 calendar. Down towards the very bottom, you'll see her comments. I kind of address it a little bit. I'm leaving it alone though. But oh, you like those, the cactus shots, Eric? That's cool. Oh, coffee. Coffee's good in the morning, especially for Larry. Get your coffee, April. I'm glad you guys liked the photos I took of her. It took a while. I, I don't know why, and no one said anything to me before I say what I'm about to say, but I think this might be her last calendar. Um, it takes so much out of her to get these outfits and makeup ready that I don't really can't see her pushing forward with this much longer. But I don't know. You saw her in that video that she put up. She was. But it turned out great, honey bunny. Yes. I don't know, Rita Joe. Why can't people be adults? Forget about having similar interests. You can even have dissimilar interests. Why can't we just be all adults about it? The Kenneth, yeah, I did. I had some fondness for her on the channel until she's just really started taking over the chat. I don't even know why she did that, but I'm okay with it. I let it go. I just hit her from the channel. I move on. She could be watching this right now. I don't know. I don't know. I hope she is, because there's no bad feelings on my side. It's just that I think she's trying to be someone she's not. That's all. Trying too hard. It's up to her. She needs to step it up. I definitely let it go. If she sent me an email saying, "Hey, unblock me," I would do it. But no, she's not doing it. Matter of fact, I have emails from her still. Not good emails, but I have them. John, and I've proven to her that she can do that by taking the photos that I take of her when she's not even noticing. She's very photogenic, and she's just super picky about the images that she puts forward that people are buying of her. She really does not want. She doesn't want. She doesn't want to sell crap to people. She's just like that. She's a classy lady. Well, come on over. Personal training. It's a free country. So they say. The candid photos for me are the ones that are most difficult to take. And that's why I take so many damn photos of her when I'm out doing my stuff, is because out of the 1,000 photos I take of her in one shoot, the candid ones that is, I will get like 4 or 5 that I think are good. Yeah, they're kind of weird emails. Rita, you're not bugging at all. As a matter of fact, Rita's provided me with some great information, like China Garden, where all the koi fish were that Sarah and I went to. That's because of Rita Joe. Um, Another one was I'm blanking out here, Rita Joe. You just sent me one of the Coffin House, and I won't buy there, and I want to go in there. Looks like someone's home though, but you don't bother me at all, Rita Joe. You have a different level of professionalism in your emails. You're very quick and to the point, and I really appreciate it, because I get some emails coming in. So you do find weird stuff, but that Coffin House is. How did you find that? Did you live in Pahrump at some point? I think that's a local only kind of thing. I mean, it's basically someone's house that's permanently set for Halloween, I guess. There's coffins everywhere. There's there's weird creatures. I didn't even take photos of it because I felt weird taking pictures of someone's house. But um, I would love to go in there and just interview those people. It was amazing. You took a wrong turn. You were going up and down Bell Vista. It was just off of Bell Vista. It's amazing. Um, but I wonder if they would be open for me to do some night video in there with a night vision camera. That would be so weird to see that at night. Mm. But getting back to Facebook, I have a lot of my previous life friends on Facebook, and I'm thinking about stopping all activity on Facebook and moving everything over to Instagram. Instagram protects my images better than if I were to put images on Facebook. For other websites, like, well, some other websites, using my images and tweaking them to their liking and putting them up as their own. So I put a stop to it, but um, I think putting a stop to it really means getting off of Facebook with my images or the images that I don't want. What the? I want to put my feet up. Um, they do tours. Okay. Okay. I'll Google them. Thank you, Cindy and PA. Tim O, what kind of truck do you have? First off, pretty specialized in metric cars in trucks, but whether it's metric or not, they all function pretty much the same. Really, all cars are pretty much the same until you get to rotary, like Mazda rotary engines. I don't know a damn thing about rotary engines other than they're they're genius, but they wear out too fast. A lot of BLM law enforcement are here. They must know I'm here. I'd love to help you, Tim, if I can. I wrench on my own cars usually, so. But yeah, I'm gonna talk to one other person about my Facebook. I don't have a lot of contacts there that I really need to hold on to. Mo Rushlow, I had a very good Thanksgiving. Thank you. How was your Thanksgiving? More importantly, '05 Dodge Dakota, 4x4, electrical problems. Okay. Electrical problems in a car. That's a tough one to nail down. Um, I'm a wanted man. Um, I don't know if I can help you with the electrical problems because each car is fairly unique. Yeah, I would recommend that big time. The OB2 readers tell you a lot. Um, I would be lost in my BMW without an OBD2 reader. It's basically something you plug into the service port that um, the shop would plug in to see what's wrong, and you can buy those online fairly cheaply if you don't have one already. TIPM. Is that the throttle positioning unit? It could be just a sensor, but you should really pick up the OBD reader. Yours was quiet. Okay. I spent my Thanksgiving yeah, quiet as well. You lost all sound? It's hard to believe. It's probably because I was being quiet, just sitting here. I'm sorry, Kenneth Bourne. Al, how you doing? I agree, Tim. I mean, excuse me, Eric Timmer. Um, they're very hard. And here's why I say that without even knowing the car. You can take one race car, an S2000, and a second S2000, and try and diagnose a common problem they seem to have, and they could be completely unrelated because it's like a Christmas tree with many different lights on it, not just one set. And they're all connected somehow together. And if one bulb goes out, sometimes everything behind it goes out. Sometimes it doesn't. It's a hard one. Yeah, in person as well. I'm not kidding. The ranger law enforcement are here. It says law enforcement. Maybe they're going to go up and kick everyone out of the BLM land so they can go in the city and get ripped off. I didn't say that out loud, did I? Yeah, I did. Integrated power mishap and front control module. Tim, is your car parked outside a lot, or do you park your car in the garage? Did a critter eat a wire? Is what I'm trying to get at. I've had that happen. I've had a critter get into my engine bay, and they were gnawing on the what was it? I think it was the TPS wire, which is the throttle positioning wire, sensor wire. Did you visit the new outdoor art installation in Vegas? Didn't even know they had a new one. It's outside. You might look around in the area of your fuse box to see if anything has nibbled at your wiring. That's interesting. So I'm guessing a critter ate something and probably shorted out something somewhere. That's a laser. That's more like Al. That's more like a lightsaber. Yeah, and if they're by the, if Gibby, if they're by the fuse box, it's probably because they were trying to get away from too much heat, but yet still stay warm. And they saw wire and they started nibbling on it. I'm just guessing though. Yeah, Al's gonna be carrying around a piece of the sun inside of his torch. Pamela. Larry, if you get a package, there's one thing that starts with a B that isn't in there, okay? Okay. I'll try. These are Pamela just gave me one of those things that Yoda would say to Luke Skywalker before he goes off to battle. I'll only use that information when. What did I just see? What? I see some strange things here, but anyway, I meant that in good light, Pamela. I didn't mean that in a bad way. We got a new dark force to deal with, and it's Al. Oh, it's Al's birthday? Happy birthday, Al. How did I miss that, Al? Al just turned 14. All rocks, Al. Let's all wish Al a happy birthday. Al is one of those good people, all around good person. I met Al several times in person. He really is a genuine veteran. He's all American. That's how I describe Al as the all American American. Good morning, John. John McDonald. Today is Al's birthday. Yeah, I did see that, Eric. Are you thinking about getting one for your rig? Because that look that looked badass. Oh, you're not. Now, Eric, are you thinking about getting a four by four? I thought I remember you saying something about thinking about buying a four by four, or you have one. Yeah, teardrops are big on my list. I'm a big Toyota four by four fan. I don't know if I would go to the Nissan side of things. Okay, Timo. Yeah, I got some things to do today as well. I'm trying to put a short video together about Longstreet, but I'm missing a piece of it. But I'm thinking about releasing it with that end piece on it. It's more about the history of Longstreet. Forerunner's up there, right? But Forerunner means no camper shell kind of thing. You would have to do something like a teardrop. You can find used teardrops for fairly cheap if you want something really, fancy. I like fancy. Okay, so this is a 1907 Bank of Austin. Let me call these a note. This is $31.95. I guess it's a check of some sort. It's on parchment. Stamped November 25th, 1907. Wells Fargo, Nevada, National Bank. Isn't that badass? I got this a number of years ago when I went up to Northern Nevada, Austin, uh, with Sarah Jane Woodall. I guess about 2.5 years ago. I just found this. They were giving these away when we were going up and down the street, and they found a whole bunch of these notes in one of the old buildings, and they give them away to people who are coming through and that they like. So Sarah and I got some of these. So it was a nice find this morning. Pretty cool stuff. It is original. You can actually see you can erase I mean, this was done in pencil. Who would write something like that in pencil? And the handwriting is very beautiful. I don't know if you can see the cursive writing on there or not. Looks very, again, I can't really focus it, but for a second, then it goes out of focus. But you can see it's very nicely written. Anyway, that's one thing I wanted to show you guys that surprised me this morning when I was cleaning up the car. It's a banknote. Yes, thank you. I'll be holding on that for a very long time. And I got an Alan, is it Alan Berry? Sent me some really nice things, and I'll have to read this to you. I've certainly enjoyed watching your work with your supporters, your equipment, and and product have grown progressively more professional. The night camera was amazing. My favorite 3 shorts: AJ's Milkshake, great grasp, Emergency Phone, super humor, and the butterflies. He liked those 3 art little things I did. In slow-mo, the butterflies look like they're birds. And he also sent me a little care package. I want to relay this to you. That's all I learned was cursive. I actually write faster in cursive than I do just writing it out. Enclosed you will find the final installment of the first aid kit. He's been sending me pieces of a first aid kit that he wanted me to put together, and I of course already had one, but his additions to my first aid kit makes it pretty well rounded. But this is the final installment of the first aid case, first aid case, and a few additional supplies with what you have on hand. This little kit, sanitation wipes, 75% alcohol, as a 50 count package, food bars. He sent me 3 Cliff bars. I think those are absolutely great, is what he's saying. An emergency food bar, 5-year, I guess that's a 5-year shelf life, contains 3 400 calorie, I guess, bars, so you can taste one. He sent me some Starbucks instant coffee, which I'm having right now. Quote unquote, goes without saying. And a couple of heavy gauge plastic Ziploc bags. Stay safe. Wish the best for you this holiday season and beyond. Thank you, Alan. Very cool. Thank you, Alan. If you're watching, thank you very much. Yeah, if that orange thing had anything to do with politics, that's probably, we should shy away from that, I think. If you don't mind, just out of respect. Gibby, thank you. That was very nice, Alan, to do this. And this is the 3rd, I think, installment. And it touches my heart when people send me stuff like that in a nice letter. I love reading the letters. You're so tired. You're happy you're out of banking. I don't blame you. Let's see, is that done? This is done. I'm charging my batteries as we do this, folks. So if you wonder what I'm doing over here, I'm doing that because I've got an assignment tonight with Jenny Gibbs to do some night work. And I think I remember showing you guys the Supercuts gift card that I got from Cindy Ross. Hey, Cindy. I'll be right back.
Good.
Where's our host? Right here. Safety me. I did see the new propane setup. Al, I sent you a reply. I just don't have room for something like that inside my X5. I guess I could weld it to the top of the car, but then it'll look funny. Guys, I get all your emails. I do read them. And I guess I should just reply to all of them, but then I'd be doing what Sarah's doing, is replying to every email that comes in. Did they decorate for Christmas? I think so. Yeah, they are. They got some stuff hanging. They've changed some lights to blue. That's about all I can see. Kind of see it up there in the right. There's the little blue lights, and behind the lights are like a Christmas decoration up there. So I guess not a lot, but I don't think they're in full swing for that right now. It's been getting freaking cold, Pamela. We're down in the 30s at night. The blue lights do look nice. I have to admit, they do look nice. Yeah, it gets very cold at night, and I stay pretty warm. I do have a buddy heater, but I don't use it a lot. I use it in the morning mainly, not really at night. Yikes! Yeah, it's gonna be getting cold up here too in a couple days. Eesh. But this is going into what? This is my third winter on the road. I'm pretty acclimated to it. I actually prefer the cold weather versus the hot. A buddy heater. That is it's a propane heater that you basically spin on top of one of those propane tanks, those little propane tanks, and self ignites, and it turns on, and you basically are burning propane to heat an element inside this thing, and it's like a heater, propane heater. I think I'd prefer the cold weather 24/7, all at 365. Hot weather, how many BTUs? Not a ton for what it does. It heats up the inside of the X5 fairly quickly, but it doesn't put off a ton of heat. So, phew. No thanks for snow. I don't like snow that much. Okay, Journeys with Julie. You have a good day as well. JC Vid, did you mention a Jenny Gives live chat? Oh, yeah, we were supposed to have a live chat with Jenny last week, um, or the week prior, I forget which, but I had a COVID lockdown scare going on with Larry, so I had to postpone that or reschedule it for another time. It wouldn't trip your carbon monoxide detector, it should trip your oxygen level. Yeah, the wind definitely plays an effect on a lot of things there with the heat or cool. VOIP is here. Hey VOIP, how you doing? Welcome to the live stream. Welcome. It's in the 30s in the morning. Pretty much out here too, Randy. Oh, he VOIP has been here. Okay. Yeah, you can suck the oxygen right out of a place and die from it. So yeah. Yes. You have to you have to have a flow of air inside of a car, or else you're just burning up all the air you're going to need to breathe. So there's got to be a flow. I usually have the back hatch cracked open, so there's a gap, and then I have my sunroof cracked, so there's a flow of air going from low to high with the hot air. So the hot air is constantly bleeding out the top as new fresh air is coming in the bottom. Cold air is heavier, hot air rises. I was thinking along that way. It's just common sense, I think. But yes, so there's that. The Dead Larry Show. We do not want that. Okay, so here's another piece of mail I got from. This is not for live streamers, so or not for live streaming, but he gave me a whole bunch of information uh, regarding some places to go in the Mojave. So I'm very thankful for that, as well as some Los Angeles, uh, well, 1905 articles on some things. So I get a lot of stuff sent to me by mail as to locations I can go to, and I'm very very grateful for that. I can't show you much of that, but I did receive it, and I am looking into that because I have. Well, I'm trying to plan a trip down into the Mojave Preserve to do a lot of World War II tank location areas, and I'm building up an arsenal of places to go, and this is one of them. Actually, two or three of them, and yeah. more to come on that. I'm really intrigued now, Pam. I don't think I have anything from you. I should go check. It's been a week, so. My battery in my earphones just died. Yep. Dead. Dead. Okay. Gotta charge that up. Larry, have you seen the 12-volt electric blankets? They're made to use in a car. Um, I have seen those. I'm not a big electric blanket fan for some reason, and I'm not getting that cold in the car that I need something like that. What I use the heater for, I bought the heater based off of Al's recommendation to pick one up. It does have a low oxygen shut off, so it does shut off when there's low oxygen in the car. But I use that thing mainly in the morning to get me out of my sleeping bag. So what I do is I'll turn it on. When I wake up, I turn it on for a few minutes. It gets me out of the sleeping bag. I don't feel so uncomfortable in the car being warm like that. And then I turn it off. It's probably on for 5 minutes, and then I turn it off. I open the back hatch up, and I start acclimating to the outside temperature. Pamela, you better not get me busted. Uh, um, I think I know what you're talking about. Really? Well, I could certainly hook up an electric blanket to my 12-volt battery setup. So yeah. Good day in the UK means goodbye. Okay. Sorry. Have a good day, VOIP. Talk to you in a bit. I'm always going somewhere. I'm always coming from somewhere. So yeah, Al, I'm with you. Getting up in the morning in cold weather is tough. It's tough. So Eric, yeah, Eric Timmer, I'm with you on that. I use a 20-degree bag, which means it gets more uncomfortable closer to 20 degrees you get. Now, last night, as an example, I kicked off my top layer on top of my sleeping bag, and when I did that, I woke up. Just in the night, I had pushed it off to the side. It's basically a folded over comforter. It's a comforter that has basically folded over. It's 2-ply now, and it's over my sleeping bag. That's all I need, and it's toasty warm. But I guess what I could do is buy a 0-degree bag, and it's pretty much the same thing. Slip my mummy bag inside of a 0-degree bag and just sleep under that. I do sleep a lot better in cold weather. A lot better. Like deep sleep. That's a good idea, Al. Okay. So who's that? Doing night vision stuff. I'm probably stopping my Facebook, but I'm going to continue on with Instagram. I may still stick with Facebook, but just instead of putting up images, just put up text. But I'm no longer going to be playing around with Facebook, I don't think. People are trying to take advantage of that. '48 souls present. You're absolutely right, Al. Abel Windsor. I was going to tell you something else. I've learned of an airplane crash site in Death Valley that I had no idea was out there. Thank you, April. You have a great day as well. Use Facebook for trolling. Let's see. I think that's all I popped on to let you guys know. I had a very quiet Thanksgiving. You guys are great. Thanks for tuning in. I will be commencing my Wednesday video now. Let's see where we go with that. And more to come. Looks like Route 66 is in the spring. I'm funded for that. I'm very happy. Thank you everyone for helping me get that funded. Three dogs, that's all you need. Hey Susan, talk to you in a bit. When did it start? It started 67 minutes ago. So yes. One's valid, pick one is. Okay, I think that's it for now. I'm going to blast off into Workland and yeah, that's it. I think that's it. Bunch of information conveyed. Yes, I have spent some time in Brett. I have spent some time in Austin, Nevada. It's an amazing place, and there is a ton to go investigate up there. I have not been back since the day I received that banknote. You enjoyed the night vision video. More to come on that. Matter of fact, that's what I'm doing tonight is night vision photography or videography. But take care, everyone. Be nice to each other. Take care of everyone, and that you can. And I'll talk to you on the flip side. If I can find my stylist. It's here. Still have it. This is the original one. It did come back. Oh no, this is the new one. I haven't reverted back to the old one. The old one has paint removed from this little button at the end. But this one has blue, so I know which one it is. Yeah, I still have it. Thanks, Gibby. Thanks for dropping in, VOIP. I will talk to you guys in a bit, because this is not going to be monetized. You can hear the music. These damn mics pick up everything. Until next live stream, 10-4. Oh, frick. They changed it up. Streaming again? Won't you ever stop? Yeah, I'll stop. I'll stop right now if you want me to.